Good evening and welcome to The Weekly Voice, presented by BNN. Bringing you today's top 10 Canadian news stories on August 8, 2025. Let's get started. In Mississauga, history was made as the Hindu Heritage Centre unveiled North America's tallest statue of Lord Ram on August 4th. Standing 51 feet tall and rising even higher with its pedestal and upcoming ornamental umbrella, the idol is now a powerful new landmark for the Indo-Canadian community. Crafted in Delhi with fiberglass and reinforced steel, it's built to withstand Canada's toughest weather. Thousands gathered for the unveiling, joined by ministers, MPs, and community leaders. Indian government representatives spoke about the deep cultural ties between India and Canada, while Acharya Surinder Sharma Shastri called the statue a spiritual gift, inspired by the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. The project, funded by philanthropist Laj Prashar, took 4 years to complete and now stands as a beacon of devotion and cultural pride for generations. A luxury home in North York has sold for $1.23 million less than its 2022 purchase price, reflecting the ongoing market correction in Toronto's real estate sector. The 5-bedroom property at 37 Rolls Court Drive, bought for $5.8 million at the peak, struggled to sell despite multiple listings and price drops. It eventually sold for $4.57 million in July. While the home boasts high-end features like Wolf appliances, a saltwater pool, and a custom skylight, the market has shifted. According to the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, GTA home sales are up nearly 11% from last year, but average prices remain 5.5% lower. Analysts say luxury sellers may need to adjust expectations as interest rates and buyer preferences continue to reshape the market. The federal government has announced a $2 billion annual investment to overhaul Canadian Armed Forces pay and benefits in an effort to tackle recruitment and retention challenges. Prime Minister Carney unveiled the plan at CFB Trenton, calling it the most significant update since 1998. Lower ranks will see a 20% pay raise, with tiered increases for others, plus bonuses of up to $50,000 for completing training and service terms. Deployment allowances are also expanding, including new stipends for domestic and Arctic operations. The CAF is currently short over 12,000 personnel, with critical shortages in technical trades. Officials hope the changes will reverse years of staffing struggles and better meet Canada's NATO commitments. Canada's largest home builders are urging the federal government to relax its foreign home buyer ban for pre-construction sales, warning the policy is stalling projects and limiting housing supply. The Large Urban Centre Alliance, which includes major names like Mattamy Homes and Minto Group, says the ban is making it harder to secure financing for new builds. They argue allowing foreign buyers for pre-construction units could release billions in private capital into the market. The group is also calling for faster rollout of Ottawa's apartment construction loan program, expanded GST rebates, and tax breaks for projects already underway. Without changes, they warn thousands of units could be delayed or cancelled, worsening Canada's housing shortage. Canada's labour market stumbled in July with a loss of 41,000 jobs, led by a sharp drop in full-time positions. Statistics. Canada reports youth employment fell to its lowest point since 1998 outside of the pandemic, with 34,000 jobs lost for workers aged 15 to 24. The national unemployment rate held at 6.9%, but only because fewer people were actively looking for work. Job losses were concentrated in information, culture, and recreation, as well as construction, while transportation and manufacturing saw modest gains. Economists warn the weak participation rate may be masking deeper hiring problems, and the soft data could push the Bank of Canada toward an interest rate cut in September. In Brampton, 2 men are facing multiple charges after police executed a search warrant that uncovered over $110,000 worth of suspected heroin and crystal meth, along with $54,000 in stolen goods. The operation, carried out on August 6 by Peel Police's Community Incident Response Team and Criminal Investigation Bureau, resulted in the arrests of 40-year-old Parveen Gill and 26-year-old Gurpreet Mangat. Both are charged with possession for the purpose of trafficking and possession of stolen property. with Gill also accused of disobeying a court order, and Mangat facing charges for failing to comply with a release order. Police say the investigation is ongoing and are urging anyone with information to contact investigators or Peel Crime Stoppers. A 29-year-old truck driver from Caledon is facing serious drug trafficking charges after Canadian border officers seized 197 kilograms of cocaine at the Blue Water Bridge in Sarnia. The bust, valued at $24.6 million, happened July 23rd, during a secondary inspection of a commercial vehicle. The driver, identified as Onkar Kalsi, was arrested and turned over to the RCMP, who charged him with importing cocaine and possession for the purpose of trafficking. Officials say the case is part of a wider trend, with over 1,100 kilograms of cocaine from the US seized so far in 2025. The CBSA credits the operation to the vigilance of its officers and ongoing collaboration with the RCMP. In Surrey, British Columbia, comedian Kapil Sharma's Caps Cafe has been targeted in a second shooting in less than a month. More than 25 shots were fired in the latest attack, which police believe is tied to escalating gang conflicts. Two criminal groups, one led by Gurpreet Singh, known as Goldie Dillon, and another linked to Lawrence Bishnoi, claimed responsibility online, posting threats that also referenced potential violence in Mumbai. The earlier shooting on July 10th was claimed by Harjit Singh Ladi of the banned terror group Babar Khalsa International, allegedly over offensive jokes. While authorities initially investigated possible extremist motives, the second incident appears more connected to organized crime. No injuries were reported, and Caps Cafe has vowed to remain open despite the threats. Toronto police have dismantled what they describe as a significant drug operation after seizing over 17 kilograms of crystal meth, nearly 1.5 kilograms of cocaine, a loaded JR carbine firearm, ammunition, and cash during a raid in North York. The July 31st search warrant followed a month-long investigation targeting a residence near Finch Avenue West and Bathurst Street. Two men, Emmanuel and Christian Igaza, are facing multiple charges ranging from drug trafficking and weapons possession to possession of property obtained by crime. Toronto police released images of the seizure, highlighting the scale of the bust, and say the investigation is ongoing. Prime Minister Carney says he will only meet with US President Donald Trump to discuss new trade tariffs when it makes sense, after the White House raised duties on Canadian imports from 25% to 35%. The move, which Trump claims was prompted by Canada's inaction, pushes total tariffs on key exports like steel, aluminum, and copper to 50%. Canadian officials argue the measures violate the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, which guarantees tariff-free trade for most goods. Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne says Canada is focusing on expanding partnerships with trusted allies, while Carney insists Canada's position as the US's second-largest investor underscores the importance of finding common ground. The new tariffs threaten to further strain the North American supply chain if no agreement is reached. That's all for today's top stories. Thank you for joining us on The Weekly Voice, presented by VNN. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.